is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be cooking A5 Wagyu and I'm super scared. I'm just scared because I've never cooked it before. I've never had it before in my life. This is kind of scary for me just because it's expensive and I just don't want to mess it up. So today we're gonna be cooking A5 Japanese Wagyu and I've never eaten it before. I've never even cooked it before, so I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie, just because it is about $100 a pound, and yeah, that's how much I paid for it. There is a new store near my house called Wild Fork, and I went in there and I just wanted to see what they had. They had Wagyu, and I'm just excited to try it. I really just don't want to mess it up. To give you a little bit of context, Wagyu, I used to think it was, like, before I was into food and all that, I used to think it was Wagyu, but it's Wagyu, and it literally means Japanese cow. And Wagyu is known for its really good marbling and intense, rich flavor, super buttery. So I'm super excited to see what all the hype is about. Wow, maybe I should... So, whoa, marshmallow move. So if you're not a big steak person, this is really going to be a higher fat content steak, and then the Wagyu beef, how it's raised and all that is a big part of it. So you can just take a look right there. It'd be really cool if I had another steak to compare this to, but you can totally see the white marbling around the steak. It looks absolutely phenomenal. The way that they do it is they blast freeze the steak. When I purchased it, put it directly into the freezer once I got home, and then when I knew that I was gonna cook it, I mean, I didn't really know that I was gonna cook it, but I wanted to this week, so I put it in my fridge. I'm gonna let it sit at room temperature for a little bit just so I can get to a good, it's not too cold. Even as I'm going through and touching it, like, you can kind of see it's already kind of like the amount of fat that I'm getting on top of it is absolutely insane, and I'm super excited to do this right now. For this specifically, I'm actually going to be cutting it in half. This is the size pan that I'm using, and it's not going to fit the whole thing in there. Two, I'm going to be making a TikTok for the other half, so I want to be able to demonstrate it properly. I've never seen anything like it. Okay, I definitely want to start cooking it ASAP because look at how the more it sits out at room temperature, yeah, like it's literally melting. That's how you know it's like gonna be buttery AF. The way that I was kind of researching it is you want to render the fat that is on the Wagyu beef, and you want to take that and use it on the pan when you are cooking it. So I'm gonna cut a little piece off. Word on the street that you could eat it raw, which is pretty crazy to me. I mean, yeah, like steak tartare, stuff like that. So maybe next time I buy Wagyu, we'll do something along those lines. Like, look at my fingers. They're literally so greasy and wow. Imagine if you put it on your skin. I bet it would be so good for your skin. You're really only gonna need a couple minutes for each side, just barely. I'm gonna use this piece of fat to render it and use it to heat up. Typically with a normal steak, I would use like oil. We're really trying to keep that Wagyu flavor in, so that's why you're using the fat from the Wagyu to grease the pan so that it doesn't stick. Really want to keep that flavor in there. Generously salt both sides. We don't use pepper on this because we really want to keep that flavor in with the Wagyu. Don't want to overpower anything. I mean, it looks pretty good to me. Oh, we got nice here. That crust looks absolutely phenomenal. I think most of us prefer our steaks to be about medium rare. I want to show you guys exactly what it's looking like on the inside. Look at that, like it's, you can literally just tear it apart. It's so freaking tender. Oh my god. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of flaky sea salt just to do on the inside. I mean, the color in of itself is absolutely insane. You can literally still see all the fat and the marbling in this specific steak. Like, it's so freaking just buttery feeling. Okay, this is my first time. Let's do this. Oh my god. Wait, I have to have another bite. The crispiness from the sear complementing the butteriness on the inside with all the fat. This piece of Wagyu is absolutely insane. You're getting so many different types of like flavor profiles. I just don't think, personally, I don't think I could eat like a lot of it because it's so rich. But it's so tasty. I definitely prefer this steak over other steaks that I've had. Flaky sea salt on top really just hits different. It really just makes such a difference. having the texture from the salt as well, complementing it. Should I give Marshmallow some? I'm sure he's loving it. This is my last piece and then I'm gonna save it. There we go. Now it's focusing. This is definitely a treat. I'm so excited that you guys got to experience me trying this. This was my first time ever having Wagyu and I thought it'd be super fun to show you guys how I cooked it, and honestly it was super simple. I like how you only use salt just so you can really appreciate the flavors of the Wagyu. I think when I first started posting on TikTok, people were like, oh, you need to season the F out of your steak, but I just don't think that with quality meat, you don't really need to go too far, especially with this. Like, just salt is perfect. Let me know in the comments below if you've tried Wagyu. Let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for experiencing this with me. Bye!